Redskin history. And it comes at the best time, a game-winning 36-yard field goal and a win for the Skins on the road. For Rich Gannon, Steve Tasker, Kevin Harlan saying so long. Let's take you to this NFL Today update delivered by Pizza Hut. Here's James Brown.
And we welcome you back to the NFL Today update here in Studio 43. So Washington stays in the hunt with that last-second victory there over Jacksonville Jaguars at 16-13. So now we're going to take you to another contest. Oakland at Cincinnati. That game there, as you see the score, 23-13. Cincinnati on top. 5:50 left in regulation. Let's join the announcers, Andrew Catalon and James Lofton.
And it's third down.
Offensive coordinator Kevin Stefanski, and the Vikings get it done. Stay tuned. Game 2 of our doubleheader is coming up. The Patriots and the Steelers. For Miami, 7-7 on the outside looking in with the Baltimore victory now at 8-6. Ravens currently have the number 2 spot in the wild card. Pats and Steelers, that is next on CBS. For Dan Fouts, Evan Washburn, the rest of our NFL on CBS crew. Ian Eagle saying so long from Minneapolis. Time for us to go to the NFL Today update delivered by Pizza Hut as we send it to James Brown in New York.
So a big win by the Vikings. We take you now to Oakland at Cincinnati. Let's join Andrew Catalon and James Lofton.
Where they're playing their home games next year. And we met with Gruden about that, and he said, look, it's not my concern right now where we're playing or who the...
Couldn't stop Derrick Henry.
Held Saquon Barkley to 14 carries for 31 yards. While Derrick Henry turned in a 170-yard performance. Final score once again, Titans 17 and the Giants nothing. Up next, it's the NFL Today update delivered by Pizza Hut. For Trent Green, Bruce Arians, Melanie Collins, for all of us here at the East Rutherford, New Jersey Stadium. Greg Gumbel saying so long. Let's go to James Brown in New York.
All right, Greg, and we're going to take you quickly now to the contest. Oakland at Cincinnati. Let's join Andrew Catalon and James Lofton.
So they are out of timeouts with 2:03 to play. 30-16 the final here in Cincinnati. And don't forget, coming up, it's the Patriots and Steelers here, a doubleheader day on CBS. Here's a look at the updated AFC playoff picture. You see New England and Pittsburgh right now, the 3 and 4 spots, but Baltimore with their win now goes to 8-6. So does Indianapolis and Tennessee, and the Dolphins with a tough loss today in the wild card picture, falling to 7-7. Bengals at 6-8 with their final 2 games on the road against division opponents at Cleveland and then at Pittsburgh in week 17. Jeff Driscoll a winner for the first time in his NFL career as a starting quarterback. The final score, Cincinnati 30, Oakland 16. Don't forget, coming up next, a great AFC matchup as Tom Brady and the Patriots head to Pittsburgh to take on Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers. For the Hall of Famer James Lofton, this is Andrew Catalon saying so long from Cincinnati. We'll get you back to our New York studio and the NFL Today update delivered by Pizza Hut right after this. Bengals win it 30-16.
And welcome back to Studio 43 and the NFL Today update delivered by Pizza Hut. James Brown along with my guys Boomer, Nate, Coach, and Phil. The second half of our doubleheader is coming up. The Patriots taking on the Steelers in our featured matchup. That's coming up next here on CBS.
Oh, there is Tom Brady. This is a huge game for Pittsburgh, folks. If they lose, they're going to drop to the 8th seed. Indy would again go to the 6th seed. Baltimore would go to the 4th seed. If they win, they will remain in the 4th seed, but the Patriots would then drop to the 3rd seed because Houston won last night.
That's right. And speaking of Pittsburgh, that was Ben Roethlisberger. He's going to have to slay some dragons today, Coach.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, should be a good one.
Patience, Coach. Patience.
Antonio Brown needs a big game for them to win today because they're going to have to throw the ball to win, I think. Antonio Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, they're the ones you got to look out for.
Remember, Bill Belichick has not lost consecutive games in December since 2000.
A huge matchup, folks. Enjoy the game here on CBS.
Globally.
That was a nugget right there, Coach.
Yeah.
Yes.
CBS Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.
First time since 2002. And you know what? They may meet again.
You're right. This has a unique way of coming back around sometimes, and boy, just high-level play on these two football teams. I mean, they both really knew how important this was, and something had to give. I think Pittsburgh was out of the playoffs as it played out if they lost, because going to New Orleans, and then you're going to need help. You need help by a couple teams if you'd have lost today.
Here was the last play. Too steep, and all kinds of Steelers assistants in on that play. 3 players in the area. And to think that New England closes out its road schedule in the regular season at 3-5 on the road this year. They'll go back home to close out with divisional games at home against Buffalo and the Jets. And Tracy, down to you.
Thanks a lot. And Ben, your coach talked about this being Redemption Sunday for this team after the last 3 weeks, for this defense being much maligned, and then for Boswell as well. How important was this victory for you guys today?
Huge, and to win at home. We haven't been that great at home, so this is a total team victory. I'm so proud of so many guys, all phases of football. So God is good. It's an awesome day.
And to beat the Patriots, where you guys really struggled against in the past, does that give it more meaning?
I mean, if you say no, you'd be lying a little bit. I mean, they are the Tom Brady's over there. They're the best for a reason. They always have a bullseye on their chest. They always will. They're one of the best teams of football, and so anytime you can beat them, you got to take a little bit more on it.
Knowing what's transpired with the playoff race coming into this game, did you feel as though this was a must-win today?
Well, it's that time of year. Every game's a must-win for us. So regardless of records, regardless of who we're playing, where we're playing, we need them all.
Thanks a lot. Congratulations.
Boy, the way this game started, too, with each team scoring touchdowns in their first possession, you never really thought after that there'd be only one more touchdown the rest of the game.
No, you didn't. And everyone, we talked about it in our production meeting, that how important this game was.
I mean, just look at this, the way it lines up now.
Yeah, I mean, this is huge, though, because if they didn't win this, I mean, Pittsburgh right here moves all of a sudden to way over here.
Yep.
And now they're at the mercy of a lot of other people, and they have to go to New Orleans. And that was just too daunting, I thought, because you'd have to not only win that game, but then you need help even with winning that game. So
we saw Joe Hayden, who came up with a huge interception in this game. The Patriots had 2 red zone possessions in the fourth quarter and never got in. The Hayden interception at the end of the game here, being able to get aided by the holding call, pushing the Patriots back, but they were in the red zone again, trying to tie this thing up.
But how many times, though, did we think this game was different? It just felt like, wow, they're getting way more pressure than they normally get on Brady. It really was different. I felt this was a different Pittsburgh front, and it was really kind of neat to see that they were getting in. I mean, they were able to play, and they played almost a New England Patriots style of defense. Double team. Take him out in this situation, take him out here. I mean, that was impressive, and it was a change. Give Mike Tomlin credit. He deserves it today. Impressive.
So it's Kansas City right now at the 1. Of course, a lot to settle out west with the Chargers still with 2 weeks to go. Houston, though, if they can win 2 games at Philly and then home against Jacksonville, they'll have a first week bye. Here's the lineup tonight on CBS. Begins with 60 Minutes. A young man's bold plan to clean up the world's plastic pollution, followed by new episodes of God Friended Me and NCIS Los Angeles, plus FBI tonight, only CBS. So one last look at the last play, the desperation throw to the end zone.
And the Steelers defense makes a play, makes a couple of stands in the late going to hold off Brady and the Patriots.
They hadn't been making those plays in the last 3 games. You said it. And they did tonight.
We'll see you next week from New Orleans. It could be another big one. Steelers and Saints. For Tony and Tracy, all the crew, Jim Nance saying so long from Pittsburgh. You've been watching the NFL on CBS.
I'm at this wing joint.